main thing I'd just like folks to think about is to first off be safe. If you don't need to get out, please don't. If you do need help, there are going to be people coming up here giving you some phone numbers to call for assistance. We're going to do everything we can to take care of the folks who need taken care of, elderly, folks who are on dialysis, things like that. So if you have a problem, we can help you. But the main thing is be safe in your homes, and please, if you don't need to get out, please don't.
If you should have to get out, we would, first of all, if this ice were to hit as bad as they say it's going to, I would urge you not to drive at all. Stay at home. That would be the safest course of action. However, if you do get out, maintain a slow speed in your car. Keep in mind that braking could cause you to lose control, so you want to let the car gradually slow to a stop and avoid any overcorrection or quick steering movements. Also, if you were going to go up a hill or something like that, make sure it's clear at the top before you proceed up at a slow, even pace. Some of the things you might want to keep in your car, if you travel, maybe a blanket, other means of keeping warm, gloves, toboggan, things of that nature. Have some kitty litter or sand available in case you were to get stuck. It could help get you going again. Maybe throw some water and some food items in there and a cell phone. If you do call for help and it's not an emergency, you call us at 423-6000. That's our non-emergency number. However, if it is an emergency, we ask that you call 911.
I'm Britt, representing Jackson Police Department, and we echo the same thing that the Sheriff's Department does as far as staying off of the roadway if at all possible. Our department will answer all of the calls for service, and the safety and welfare is the most thing that we're going to be looking for the citizens of the city of Jackson. We will answer all calls that we get. We are going to ask anybody that's involved in accidents, if this does happen like it's going to, if they're involved in minor accidents, to exchange names, numbers, the date and time of it, and come down to the police department at a later date after this is over, and we will make out a report for your convenience at that time.
I'm Chief Eric Turner. I'm representing the County Fire Department. This is Chief Stewart representing the City Fire Department. From a fire safety standpoint, when the power's out, we see a lot of different issues that we don't normally experience. A lot of those are space heaters, other types of heat that we don't normally use. A big concern with that would be carbon monoxide. We encourage you, if you need to make sure your carbon monoxide detectors are working and your smoke detectors are working properly. You know, keeping all combustibles away from those heat sources, using the proper fuel in those heaters, open flame like candles and so forth for lighting. Make sure you're in the room where those candles are. If you leave that room, please blow them out. Don't heat with your stove, with your use other means of heat. We're going to give out a number. Our department number is 424-9677. If you have what would be non-emergency call.
Pretty much same for us. Be safe. Don't get out if you don't have to. If it is an emergency call, try not to get on the phones because there's going to be a lot of traffic. And we will be bringing in some overtime folks if it gets bad.
I'm Robert Mullins, Manager of Operations for Jackson Energy Authority. I just want to remind everybody that with the potential icing that they're calling for, it could be widespread power outages. Depending on how much ice does actually accumulate will determine the extent and the duration of the outages. With that, we urge people to be prepared for long-term outages, be prepared for the worst, which includes battery-powered flashlights, battery-powered radios, anything that you might need in an emergency situation if the power does go out. And also keep in mind, if it is a long-term power outage, the extended forecast calls for considerable cold weather after this ice event. And the biggest thing we'll do is remind everybody to be safe. I know some of the others have reiterated that on the roads, but also there's a potential for downed power lines. If you do see a down line, stay away from the line, not just the first day, not just the first few days, but if the outage lingers on, always stay away from the down power line and be safe. Also, there's some possibilities of trees uprooting, potentially rupturing gas mains. We encourage you, any down power line, any smell of gas, anything you see, call JEA 422-7500 if your power does go out or any safety concerns. We don't anticipate widespread outages, but this time it's unknown the extent of icing.